What would it take for you to become someone you don't recognize? Not a villain in a movie, not a hypothetical bad person. You, making real decisions, doing harm, and justifying it. Most of us are certain we'd never cross that line. But in 1971, a psychologist named Philip Zimbardo discovered how thin that line really is. The Stanford Prison Experiment was simple in theory, devastating in practice. Zimbardo gathered 24 healthy, stable college students, volunteers, people with no record of violence or cruelty. Then he randomly assigned them to play one of two roles, guards or prisoners. They transformed the basement of Stanford University into a mock prison. Cells, jumpsuits, ID numbers. Guards were given uniforms, sunglasses and batons. Prisoners were stripped of names and identity. There were no real crimes, no real rules. It was all simulated. And yet, within 36 hours, the transformation began. Guards started enforcing arbitrary punishments, push-ups, solitary confinement, sleep deprivation. Prisoners were humiliated, mocked, stripped naked. Some guards took pleasure in their control. Others simply stood by. The prisoners began to break. One had a full-blown psychological collapse by day 2. Another went on a hunger strike. Rebellion was met with escalated abuse. Zimbardo himself had slipped into his role. He wasn't observing. He was acting as prison superintendent, detached, justifying the cruelty as part of the research. It took an outsider, his partner, Christina Maslach, to ask a simple question. What you're doing to these boys, do you even see it? That snapped him out of it. He shut the experiment down on day 6. It was meant to last 2 weeks. What does this tell us? That it doesn't take a monster to commit harm. It takes a situation that makes harm feel normal. Power, anonymity, dehumanization, a group that silently agrees. When those conditions exist, the person you think you are can disappear. And that's the terrifying part. Because these weren't bad people. They were people like you, like me. You felt this too, maybe in smaller moments. Laughing when someone else is the target. Following along with a group to avoid standing out. Staying silent when you should. Speak up. These aren't evil acts, but they're cracks in the mirror. They're how the shift begins. The Lucifer Effect isn't about blaming you. It's about showing you how close the edge really is, and how easily people fall when they don't know they're being pushed. So ask yourself, who are you when the lights are off and no one's watching? Who do you become when the system hands you power and removes the consequence? There's a stranger inside you, but it's not a monster. It's a part of you shaped by what you're willing to ignore. Look closer.